Isaiah 56, 6-8. And foreigners who bind themselves to the Lord to minister to him, to love the name of the Lord and to be his servants, all who keep the Sabbath without desecrating it, and who hold fast to my covenant, these I will bring to my holy mountain and give them joy in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and sacrifices will be accepted on my altar, for my house will be called a house of prayer for all nations. The sovereign Lord declares, He who gathers the exiles of Israel, I will gather still others to them, besides those already gathered. God's promises are for everybody. The co-worker who annoys you at work, the person on social media who writes inappropriate comments, the family member who has different political opinions, the neighbor who never takes care of the lawn. Yes, his promises are for all. Isaiah sends this message to Judah as a reminder of God's ultimate purpose. When God first called Abraham to be the father of Israel, he said that all people on earth would be blessed through his name. See Genesis 12:3. So God, through Abraham, made Israel his special possession. However, in our sinful nature, we tend to become more prideful, and Israel started to act like they were better than everyone else around them, because they were God's special possession. Jesus denounced this way of thinking when he stormed into the temple and flipped the money tables, quoting Isaiah, that the space was meant to be a house of prayer for all nations, and not a den of thieves, in Mark 11:16-17. Jesus showed that God's promises are for the entire world, not just one nation. In John 10:11-16, calling himself the Good Shepherd and his followers sheep, Jesus creates a metaphor for our relationship with God. Sheep recognize their shepherd's voice and will follow it, and God's voice extends to all. Jesus describes to his followers that in addition to the sheep and the original flock, the nation of Israel, there are more sheep that will be added to the fold, the rest of the world. What must we do to join the flock? First, we must respond to the call of Jesus and follow God's will. Hebrews 13:15 says that through Jesus we must offer continual sacrifice of praise to God. How do we offer a worthy sacrifice of praise? Paul gives an answer in Romans 12:1, that we honor God by becoming a living and holy sacrifice to God through our words and actions. When Jesus returns, we will live on God's holy mountain, and peace will reign. Next time another person causes you hackles to rise, consider God's promise and respond in a way that will help that person understand God better.